This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will began to visit the world which he made. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Kah Elohim La Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, rule well, being a great example to us younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Lord, when it's edifying, it's another edition of Measured Out of Time Diligently. We're going to get straight into it.
The night sky shows a vast expanse of galaxies, stars and planets with no apparent pattern. But early today we were treated to a rare straight line across the heavens, a once-in-a-thousand-year alignment in the solar system.
But the answer...
Once in a 1,000-year alignment. And what the Lord say, Luke chapter 21 and verse 25 is saying, there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and the planets or stars, and upon the earth distress of nation with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring. That's pretty much the point. But there's gonna be signs in the heaven. Wonders, the Lord showing wonders in the heaven. These are new things. Things that never been seen before. All 5 planets lined up, and Esau look at these things because he got stargazers and people who read the stars and give them their next moves, so to speak. The same way Issachar used to be, when to plant certain things, when to grow. When to harvest and different things of that nature. Esau had the same thing on the left hand side. When to implement this, when to implement that. Esau do those things. He have stargazers and monthly prognosticators.
To the universe are years and years and years, decades away.
We may never get all the answers to it. As J.B. Haldane said, the universe is not only very strange, it's far stranger than we can imagine.
Stargazers have been...
Exactly, and you'll never get out of it, because you devils have bounds that you cannot pass. You weren't created to get all the understanding of the universe. No, y'all getting ready to go into slavery. The only thing you're going to understand how to work hard until you exterminate it. That's the only thing you need to be getting in grips with, the judgment that's going to come upon you.
To a dazzling display, an astronomical event which has occurred for the first time in close to 1,000 years. As Elizabeth Moss discovered, the alignment of the planets will be visible to Melburnians for the next few days.
A celestial spectacle illuminating the morning sky. Saturn, Jupiter, Venus and Mars forming a straight line to the heavens.
The universe is showing off for us and putting on something spectacular.
The dazzling display seen for the first time in...
These are just signs of your end, Esau. These are the signs of the destruction of this of the heathen rulership and Esau ruling the earth, man. Destruction of the wicked.
Some 1,000 years.
The fact that humans haven't seen it since 947 AD, wild.
Why the wait? Put simply, these big celestial bodies move pretty slowly.
Planets move at all different rates. We're used to a year here on Earth, whether that feels fast or slow to some people. Other planets, though, take many, many years. So you really have to get lucky when you're trying to align the planets.
And plenty of people were lucky to see it over the past few mornings. And while it's visible all over the globe, down under, we're really in luck.
The southern hemisphere has the best view because for us, it's not at a low angle. It's almost going directly above from the horizon. So we're in the box seat.
Because the planets are so bright, you won't even need binoculars or anything like this to see the spectacle.
Hey, speaking of checking out stuff, this is pretty cool right here. This is a pretty interesting phenomena. This month,
a rare event will happen in the sky this month, and you'll be able to see 5 planets all lined up in a row. We're keeping an eye on the skies all of June because the planets are going to do something very special that they haven't done in a long time.
A planet party. For the first time in nearly 2 decades, you'll be able to see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all aligned in the night sky.
And this is a rare solar system extravaganza, or what do you call it? A planet party that we're all invited
to. Yeah. So NASA says that this is just a coincidence and it doesn't happen often.
And they're actually, ironically enough, in order from their orbits outward from the sun. Now this is rare because of the different sizes, the speeds of their orbits, and the different tilts of all of their orbits.
And the really special thing on June 24th is the moon. And the moon will be positioned where the planet Earth would fall in the planet's alignment.
The astronomical conjunction. Here we go. Yeah, this is pretty cool stuff here.
The world's most powerful particle accelerator. The Large Hadron Collider will reopen today after 3 years of being shut down for improvements. Scientists around the globe are hoping that the upgraded machine, which is massive, will be able to detect new particles and start a physics revolution that could forever change our understanding of the whole universe.
Then the real work begins, and that includes the search for what lies beyond the visible universe.
An even more exciting thing is to see if we can find dark matter. Because this is this cliche thing, if you look to the sky in the evening, you see these 95%, or you see this 5% of what's out there, and the other 95% you don't see. And this is for us what we call the black matter. And we hope to be able to discover hints of the existence and how to look for it, also with the LHC.
Dark matter is shown here in purple in the simulation, sprawling across the blackness of space. The bright areas are galaxies, stars and planets, which make up just a tiny fraction of the universe. The research...
And Esau worried about the wrong thing. You know, he trying to figure out how the universe was created and all this. You know, they say the Big Bang, but that's not how things were created. That's why they'll never figure it out. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4 or 3, it say, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." You know, so that's what Esau is trying to do. If he can search the heavens and figure all these things out, the Lord will do away with the nation of Israel from being a nation. You know, that's why he got bounds that he can't pass. Job 14 and 5, if I ain't mistaken. Let's go get it. Because these devils worry about the wrong fucking thing. You can't search out dark matter and all this old crazy shit. Let's see if that's it. This man got a limit on the things he can do. This Job 14 and verse 5, it says, "Seeing his days are determined and the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." Yeah, so it's so much that he can do. And he have bounds for the rest. You know, he's not gonna be able to do all these things that he hoping to try to do in the earth.
Here hope to produce dark matter particles by accelerating the inside of atoms close to the speed of light around a 27-kilometer ring and then crashing them together.
Could this be one of the biggest discoveries ever in physics?
I'd say yes. I'd say it might be. Yes, indeed. It's the majority of the universe that is made of this dark matter, and we have at the moment no clue what it is. So yes, absolutely.
The LHC has smashed atoms together to investigate what lies in them. Now researchers are hoping the revamp will unleash further discoveries that could unlock the secrets of the universe.
When you're talking about the Large Hadron Collider and physics experiments at this level, the key word is energy. What they're trying to do there is mimic, approach the energies that happen at the beginning of the Big Bang.
And why is this research so important?
Well, if we want to understand our place in the universe, we need to get as deep down as we can get. And in order to do that, you need these energies. And that's what they're doing. They're upgrading the injectors that fire the particles.
It's like a medieval castle. You have to have like a winding road to get there.
Deep underground, Dr. Marcello Bonner shows me into the heart of the Large Hadron Collider.
So this is the first time I'll have seen the detector, and wow.
This the book of Psalms chapter 64 and verse 6. It say they search out iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You know, so Esau Esau be looking into shit, man, trying to figure stuff out, man, because he's carnal and he wants physical proof of everything. And ultimately, he doing a lot of the things he doing to try to upset prophecy that that the Lord will do away with us as a nation.
It just looks incredible.
7,000 tons of intricate engineering, built to detect minute particles created by atoms crashing together.
This is one of the best positions because it really shows you all the
It's huge.
majesty of this detector, isn't it? Yeah.
Majesty is the word.
And, you know, the answer to why are we doing it is, if we want to understand the universe, our place in the universe, we need to get as fundamental understanding of it as we can. It's called the Standard Model. And what these guys are trying to do is break the Standard Model to see if it holds up to everything they can find out.
The researchers here are excited about what the newly upgraded Large Hadron Collider could achieve. It could help them make discoveries that would lead to the greatest shift in our understanding of the universe since Einstein.
Dark matter in that Standard Model that I was talking about, and dark energy, are the bits we know have to be there, but we have no idea what they are.
Reaching out to mankind through music.
That's right. Guys, a new report out in China could be bringing us closer to that becoming a reality and answering that age-old question, are we alone in the universe? Using the world's largest radio telescope, researchers picked up what they are saying possible signs of life beyond Earth in the form of mysterious electromagnetic signals. They did not rule out possible radio interference. They said it was unlike anything they'd seen before.
When it comes, of course, we were telling you earlier this week, NASA's looking into the possibility of extraterrestrial civilizations after it launched an investigation into UFOs just last week. Are we alone in the universe?
No, absolutely not. But I don't think they're little green men, though.
But I hope not.
Just last month, this video shot on an iPhone during an air show in Miami appears to show something shooting up out of the water with people swimming nearby.
And I saw it and I was like,
Esau, your ass is in trouble. You know, chariot come up out the water like a submarine and take flight, man. You in trouble, man. Your carnal jets, whole hover, or whatever you got them that they can do now is not gonna hold up.
what in the, like, no way.
There's a whole fleet of them. But unlike the Department of Defense, NASA says their findings won't be classified and could even include reviews of videos captured by civilians.
What is going on right now? You can add this to the mix. Tim Peake is a well-regarded astronaut, probably Britain's most famous astronaut. Peake spent 6 months living aboard the International Space Station. In an interview this past week, he was asked about videos like this that the U.S. Navy has shot of unidentified objects that they can't explain. And Mr. Peake's answers were quite interesting indeed. Take a look.
I think when you see the video footage, it is quite remarkable. It does seem extraordinary as to what these machines are capable of.
And that's pretty much the point with that. Lord willing, it was edifying. That's pretty much the point. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to end giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by some. Yahweh Shai by some Rakakudash stubborn us to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. Rule web and the great example to his young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba, Shalom.